Yes, today we will discuss the problems for finding the distribution function. Okay, how to obtain distribution function from a probability distribution whichever is given to you. Probability distribution means what? As I have told you in the earlier example, that what we have done, the values of the random variable. Values of the random variable with its corresponding probabilities. What is this Fi? According to definition, this Fi is probability x equals to xi. That means a probability corresponding to x equals to xi. If it is your x0 or x1, then it will be f1, right? Probability x equals to x1. So at each particular point, some probabilities are given to you. So what is the distribution? This structure is known as the probability distribution. What is this structure? That it contains some values of the random variable and their corresponding probabilities. That the random variable x will take the value 1, that probability is 1 by 6. Random variable that x will take the value 2, that probability is again 1 by 6. Okay. So likewise, we will move on. Probability x equals to 1. This is a particular example of experiment of tossing a die. A die tossing, a dice, rolling a dice example is given to us, in which the random variable, all we know, the random variable x, if it denotes the number on the dice, number after the roll, then it will take the numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And each and every number or each and every event has the probability 1 by 6 of occurrence. Probability of occurrence is 1 by 6. So this is a particular example of a particular random experiment given to us. From this example, what we have done, we have found the distribution function. From this example, we have found the distribution function. What is our distribution function? Distribution function means we are going to find over here value of capital Fx. That we have learned in our previous class, that capital Fx is what? Distribution function, or else cumulative distribution function. Cumulative distribution function. What does it signify? That capital Fx is probability that the random variable x will take the value ranging from minus infinity to that particular value of x. And whenever we are going to evaluate, we have learned in that particular example also, whenever we are going to evaluate capital Fx for a specific interval, we need to check out the interval, which part is included. Likewise, the interval which is given over there, xi greater than equal to x, strictly less than xi plus 1. That means in this xi is included and xi plus 1 is excluded. Okay. So likewise, how we are going to evaluate capital Fx? Capital Fx will always start from the initial value of the probability containing the initial random variable, that is x equals to x0, x equals to x1, and going up to the value which is included over there, that is probability x equals to xi, right? So proceeding similarly as we have done for this particular problem, I think this one is clear to all. Now we have a problem like this. Look at the problem. Evaluate the distribution function of the following distribution. Following probability distribution rather. What is the probability distribution given to you? X takes the value equals to -1, 0, 2, 3. That means values of the random variable are -1, 0, 2, 3. And what are the corresponding probabilities given over there? Corresponding probabilities are for x equals to 0, it is 1 by 7. For x equals to, for x equals to -1, it is 1 by 7. For x equals to 0, it is 2 by 7. And likewise going on for 2 and 3. So we are going to do this problem. What we require to do? We require to obtain capital Fx. Okay. So let us have a whiteboard for this particular problem. We will do it on our whiteboard. What are the values of x given to us? Capital X values here we are as -1, 0, 2, 3. And corresponding probabilities are, corresponding to -1, it is 1 by 7. For 0, it is 2 by 7. For 2, it is 3 by 7, I think. 3 by 7. And for 3, it is again 1 by 7. So likewise, the distribution given to us. Now I require to obtain capital Fx. What I need to do at first, if you can tell me, we have done the previous, in our previous class, a particular problem. The same thing I need to do over here. What I need to do at first for Fx? Anyone? Any idea? How I need to proceed? Any idea? You may be wrong, you may be right. गलत भी हो सकते हो, सही भी हो सकते हो, but at least you should share. कैसे किया था पिछले वाला एग्जाम्पल? Anyone? Or else you can say क्या किया था पिछले एग्जाम्पल में?
P of x minus x equal minus 1 plus P of x equal 0
এরকম করে ভাগ করেছিলাম। আচ্ছা, the first and foremost work that we need to do over here, I need to select out the intervals according to the problem. Okay, and that interval range should start from minus infinity and it will go up to infinity. Okay, so the very first interval that I am taking over here, say minus infinity less than x, strictly less than minus 1. Can you tell me what will be capital Fx? Yes. Anyone want to say something?
0.
Capital Fx value will be equals to?
I'm 0.
Yes, it is 0 because in this range no probability given to us, right? Now next range that I am taking it as, now I am including minus 1, so minus 1 less than equals to x, strictly less than 0. What is our capital Fx? Now if you can tell me, or what is the expression, how we can evaluate? This will be
1 by 7.
1 by
1 by 7.
1 by 7. Why?
By
Because
7.
we are including minus 1, so I can write probability x equals to minus 1, and that value that we are getting it as, according from the problem, that it is 1 by 7. So here it is 1 by 7. Now the next interval that I am taking 0, I am including 0 now, 0 less than x, less than equals to x, strictly less than 2. Now what is your Fx in terms of probability? What will I write? Fx will be
3 by 7.
3 by 7.
ऐसे आ रहा है 3 by 7. Probability
1 by 7 plus 2 by 7.
yes, x equals to minus 1 plus probability x equals to 0. ठीक है? Probability x equals to minus 1 plus probability x equals to 0. So x equals to minus 1 कितना है? According to problem it is 1 by 7, and probability x equals to 0 it is 2 by 7. So it becomes 3 by 7. It becomes 3 by 7, right? Now the next interval that we will take it as including 2 less than equals to x, strictly less than 3. What is the value of capital Fx we will get out from here?
6 by 7. 6 by 7.
Capital Fx equals to, yes. In terms of probability, what will come out? Probability x equals to minus 1 plus probability x equals to 0 plus probability x equals to 2 plus x2 is included over here, so plus probability x equals to 2. So what is the value then? 1 by 7 plus 2 by 7 plus 3 by 7. So how much it is?
6 by 7.
6 by 7. Now the next part. Look at the next part. Only 3, inclusion of 3 is left. So we will include 3 and we'll go up to infinity. Greater than equal to 3, less than infinity, or else you can directly write x is greater than equal to 3. Here, what is your fx? If you can tell me directly.
1.
1, because it is including from x equals to -1 to x equals to 3, and 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus, sorry, 1 plus 2, 3 plus 6, 7 by 7, so it becomes 1. Okay, so in this way, for each particular interval, first we segregate our intervals according to the problems, ranging from -infinity going up to infinity. After partition of this interval, one by one you can do the partition, not at once. Okay, so taking a particular interval, we will evaluate our fx, and each particular fx, whatever the interval you are taking, see, you may ask me that we are taking the interval 0 to 2, then why we are going from -1? See, whatever the interval you are taking, as I have told you, there is a note in the distribution function definition that if your x ranging from xi to xi plus 1, your x is ranging from some xi to xi plus 1, which is including xi but excluding xi plus 1. Okay, but while obtaining fx, we always need to start counting the probability x starting from x equals to x0. That is the initial value of the random variable, and we are going up to the value wherever it is included, that is xi. So probability x equals to xi. That is the rule to evaluate capital Fx, right? So in this way, in each and every interval, we are selecting the interval like this, but we are evaluating our capital Fx always starting from the initial value and going up to the value which is including, which we are including in our particular interval. Okay. So likewise, we will get for each particular interval, there is a value of Fx. Okay. Now see, there is a check for you. While finding Fx, in the last interval where we are going up to infinity, always fx value will be equals to 1. Once again, I am telling you, the last interval where we were going up to infinity, your fx value will always be equals to 1. Can you tell me why?
Probability.
Because
मैम वो शॉर्ट सैंपल स्पेस नहीं है
yes, Anirban,
हमारे ऑल सैंपल स्पेस
all
minus
sample
1
splits. Yes, we are including. We are including all values of random variable. That means we are taking for a particular problem. We are taking the total probability, all probability values, and what is the maximum value of probability? That is equals to 1. Okay, so its value will always, whatever the problem you are doing, JEE problem mein hokna keno, the fx value will always be equals to 1 for this interval where we are going up to infinity. This is a check for you. If it is not 1, then you may be wrong somewhere in doing your problem. Okay, is this part is clear to all?
Ma'am.
Okay, now you are going to tell me whatever the problem I have done, whether it is a problem for discrete random variable or a case of continuous random variable.
Discrete.
Yes,
Discrete.
discrete.
one.
Why it is discrete? What is the reason? Why it is a discrete random variable?
I mean, it contains only 1, 0, 2.
102 money? I couldn't get that.
Ma'am, it doesn't contain point value, that is point
कंटिन्यूस
1,
वैल्यू
point
नहीं
2.
अटेंड करते हैं
Yes, intermediate values. It is not containing intermediate values. It is containing only some isolated values. That means we can count. We can count these values. Okay. So whenever countable values are there, these are called these are the case of discrete random variable. But whenever we are getting measurable values, measure means we can go anything intermediate in between -1 and 0. We can go anything between 0 and 2. So whenever a measurable value is taken, then it is a case of continuous random variable. So since this is a countable case, so this is a case of particular discrete random variable. Okay, and in case of discrete random variable, we will go like this. We will find our capital Fx by summing up the probabilities at the particular point of the random variable. Okay, now I am moving on to a particular problem which will take the case of continuous random variable. So let us go for that. Look at the problem next. See this one. I think you can see the problem on your screen. All of you can see the problem on your screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See what is written over there. Look carefully, read carefully. Determine the value of the constant c such that fx is defined by fx equals to cx into 1 minus x for 0 less than equals to x less than, 0 less than x less than 1 and equals to 0 elsewhere. That means fx, the function fx is taking a value which is this one. A function fx is taking this expression for only x lying between 0 and 1. For all other values of x except this interval, within this interval, for all other values of x, your fx value will be equals to 0. That means if x value is minus 1, then can you tell me what is your fx?
0.
0. So excluding this interval, any value if I get, then that value, our fx will be 0. That's why written fx 0 elsewhere. Okay. So what they are saying that we require to determine the value of the constant such that fx defined by this function is a PDF. This is our first part, that we need to find c such that this fx is a PDF and then find the corresponding distribution function. Uske baad we will go for the distribution function. Now can you tell me what I need to utilize to get the value of c? PDF. A fundamental property is there in our PDF which we need to utilize. We can utilize to get the value of c from here. What is that? In PDF, see, in PDF we have learnt a property integral over all range fx dx will always be equals to 1. Okay. For fx to be a PDF, if fx is a PDF, then integral minus infinity to infinity fx dx will be equals to 1. Right? So, integral minus infinity to infinity fx equals to 1. What does it gives us? Integral minus infinity to infinity fx equals to 1. Fx is valid in which interval? Fx is having a value in which interval? From
0
where?
to 1.
0 to 1.
Yes, 0 to 1. So if I split up this integral minus infinity to 0 plus 0 to 1 plus 1 to infinity, then we can evaluate what is your fx over here. What is your fx? 0. So
CS
0 minus infinity says 0 jara interval. So what will be fx? According to problem, our fx will be 0. So it becomes 0 dx. What about this part? What is your fx? Cx into
Cx whole bracket 1 minus x.
1 minus x dx. Clear? And for the third part, what is your fx?
0.
Again, it becomes 0 and the total part is 1. So what is the value of c from here? C ka value kitna hai? Just to evaluate this integral, this definite integral to get the value of c, this definite integral value will be equals to 1. From where we get the c? What is c then? C का value कितना है? Value of c becomes equals to 1. Sorry, value of c equals to 6. See, integral 0 to 1, x square by 2, x cube by 6, 0 to 1. So it becomes c equals to 6. Right? So in this way, this you can do very well. In this way, we have got the value of the constant C utilizing the fundamental properties of PDF. Okay. Now we have got the unknown part C over here. So fx is totally defined as Cx into 1 minus x for the range x from 0 to 1 and equals to 0 elsewhere. Right. Now next, what else is there? We require to find the corresponding distribution function. We will do the same work as we have done in the previous problem of for the case of discrete random variable. The process is same, slight difference is there. That process is same means we have to evaluate first. We need to consider each particular interval ranging from minus infinity going up to infinity according to the problem of the range in the problem given to you. Okay. So the very first interval that I am taking it as minus infinity to 0. Minus infinity to 0. So this is our interval selection. The very first interval I have selected. Now what about fx? How fx will be evaluated over here? No probabilities are given. Nowhere the probability density function is given. Fx is given. Nowhere probabilities are given to you now. So what we will do? We will have a relation between capital Fx and small fx. Can you tell me that? What is that? Whenever we have done PDF, whenever we have defined PDF, there is a relation. Look at the relation. Capital Fx equals to integral minus infinity to x ft dt. Capital Fx is nothing but integral of small fx dx ranging from minus infinity to this particular value of x, right? So we will utilize this because this part is known to us for a particular range. Okay. So we will utilize this relation to define or to find out capital Fx, that is the distribution function. So let us move on for that. Yes. Now if I go for this interval, can you tell me what will be capital Fx? What is your small fx rather? For this interval, what is your small fx? Kitna hai small fx for this interval?
minus in
For this interval, what is the value of your small fx? Your small fx is given over here like this, where c becomes now 6. Okay?
0.
0. What is the interval? Minus infinity to 0. Minus infinity to 0. What is small fx? Minus infinity to 0 means it becomes elsewhere. It is not in 0 to 1. So for elsewhere, anything elsewhere, 0 to 1, that is equals to 0. So our fx, small fx becomes 0. That's why capital Fx is also 0. Integral of 0 is 0, nothing else. Okay. Now next interval what I am taking. See, 0 less than equals to x, strictly less than 1. The next interval I am taking 0 less than equals to x, strictly less than 1. Now I'm going to evaluate in this interval capital Fx. See, the relation that is known to us, that is integral minus infinity to x ft dt. Now I'm splitting out this interval into two parts. Look, minus infinity to 0 plus 0 to x, where x is greater than equal to 0 but slightly less than 1, strictly less than 1. Okay. Now after this splitting, what about this part? What is ft in this part? What is the value of ft in this part, in this range, minus infinity to 0?
0.
0. That's why this total integral becomes 0. Okay. And for 0 to x, what is our ft? If it is greater than 0, then it is 60 into 1 minus t. Okay. So evaluating this from 0 to x, we will get the integral value as 3x square minus 2x cube in terms of x. So we are getting capital Fx in terms of x, right? Capital Fx for this range in terms of x as 3x square minus 2x cube. Now after 1, we have taken going up to 1. Now after 1, and we are going to include 1. But after that, no range is given to you. So we can go up to infinity. So 1 greater than equal to x, strictly less than infinity. What about capital Fx? Again, utilizing the definition minus infinity to x ft dt. Now split out the interval minus infinity to 0, 0 to 1, as your x is including 1 now. So I will go up to 1 and then 1 to infinity. Okay, so minus infinity to 0, in this range our small fx is 0. In this range 0 to 1 we have 6x into 1 minus x, and in this range from 1 to infinity again our small fx becomes 0. So for this two part will be 0, only this part is left, and if we evaluate this definite integral from 0 to 1 we will get it as 1. Okay, so see, this is the interval where we are including or not including, where we are going up to infinity. In that interval your capital fx value is again equals to 1. So what we have got in gist, or as summarized, if we can summarize, we have got capital fx 0 in the interval minus infinity less than x less than 0, 3x square minus 2x cube in the interval 0 less than equals to x strictly less than 1, and 1 for x greater than equal to 1 strictly less than infinity, right? So in this way, final result you will like in this way. These are your fx values corresponding to these intervals, right? Is it okay for all? Is it okay for all? Is there any doubt in any of the two problems? So this, in this way, we have learned that how we are going to find out the distribution function if a probability distribution given to you or if a PDF given to you. Probability distribution will be given in case of probability distribution, that is nothing but PMF is given. PMF will be given in case of discrete random variable, and for continuous random variable you will be given PDF in form of small fx. If PDF is given, we will utilize this relation in the form of integral to evaluate capital fx, and the interval selection remains same. And if PMF is given, as we have done for a particular value of the interval selection is same according to the intervals, we will go for the probabilities. We will sum up the probabilities to get the value of capital fx. So this is all how we are going to evaluate distribution function from a particular probability distribution given to you, right?